This is my daily Windows computer. No case, no fancy water cooler. We have just an exposed motherboard, CPU, Radeon GPU, and we got 4 sticks of memory right here. Bought it before the huge price spike on memory, so I'm good to go there. And old school, we have a DVD player right here with the Office DVDs. And we have a nice little power supply, little 650 power supply, just enough to run it, little juice left over. And I built this system on purpose, and we will get into it in a minute. Let's get going. So what I have here, I have this system exposed, and it's right next to my MacBook. So I needed a PC also to do some stuff, because you can do some stuff better in a Windows environment, and games are better on a Windows environment than a MacBook. Mac is okay. Mac is very fragile. You look at it and it breaks, so I'm not a big Apple fan any longer. The things are super fragile. I have a 2017 MacBook, which the screen broke right away. The battery is no longer able to hold a charge. I have to keep it plugged in. And I've been hobbled it along for now, let's say almost 9 years. So I'm happy with it. It works, but I wanted a Windows PC for editing, for doing OBS stuff, for recording, and gaming as well. I love gaming now and then. Just a little, a half hour here, half hour there. And that is why I have it set up this way. So I did have a case, but the motherboard was not the right profile for this case, for the pins right here. I was going to reuse it, but I found that I did not need it. So I've had these motherboards exposed like this for years. It all started from Ethereum mining, doing a lot of crypto mining. I had a whole rig set up. I had motherboards. I had 6 GPUs running off these motherboards and mining Ethereum, and it was doing quite well. The big problem was power consumption and heat. Anyway, that's how this all started. I had multiple motherboards, daisy chained with splitters off the PCI slots right here, and I would have 6 GPUs externally mounted on a rack, not all on the motherboard, but just chained off the PCI card, and I would run it that way. And I had the power supplies as well, enough power to handle all the GPUs, because you have to actually compute how much power draw is required and make sure your power supply can handle it. Also enough memory just to make sure the mining software would run, and some juice on the CPU. CPU was not as important as the GPU. The GPU did all the crunching on mining. So that's pretty much how I got started in an exposed system, and I kind of like it. I have the actual drive here. I love these drives, if you can focus. The drive is right here. This little puppy, it's a Kingston 120 gigabyte, and it slips right into this slot right here, and that is my operating system. I have external drives, a SATA one right here, and I have a USB one external drive right here. I just like the fact it's like bare bones, no case, no fancy lights, nothing. Even though this motherboard does have LEDs underneath, it will light up. That's about the fanciest effect I get from this. It is mounted on a shelf, and I just have it sitting on some plastic sleeves. And it's on a metal rack, so I got to be careful nothing touches the metal, but it is bare bones. And I have the HDMI cable coming out of the GPU, and it runs into the back of a shared monitor right here with the MacBook. So this is the MacBook hookup, and this is the HDMI coming out of the GPU on the Windows thing. So all I have to do is switch the source on this Asus monitor from DVI to HDMI, and I'm on now the Windows. Here is the interface for the docking station for the MacBook, and this runs all my 3 monitors from my MacBook right here There's one of the monitors, like I said, DVI. The other two are probably HDMI. And that is all the MacBook setup. But I just wanted to hook in to my Windows, so I use HDMI. Piece of cake, right? HDMI. Boom. Now here's how old school this is. Here is the power cable running off the jumper right here. So here's my jumper right there. Got one of these little cheapy cables. And all I have to do is this, watch. Push this once, ready? Here's my little toggle switch. Push that once. Everything starts spinning up. If I wanted to shut it off, I can just hold that button down too. It'll shut it off. Or I just go to Windows Shutdown. It'll shut it off. So now things will start spinning up. As you see right here, I can get into the BIOS settings as well by hitting F2. I have the Cat 5 cable. I've got my keyboard plug. I have a USB mouse. I have, what is this one? That's the mouse. I have a microphone, the Yeti microphone for recording stuff. And I have an external, what did I do with this? Hold on. It gets a little ratty here. Oh, those are the headphones. This is the headphone output jack. I can run another output cable to my speaker if I want to get sound, but I use headphones right now. But if I wanted just speakers, I can plug the cable into this output and get sound for the games and stuff. Let's see, what else? Got the external drive, and then that is it. So if we go over to this screen, I go to HDMI mode, and boom, this is the actual Windows PC system right there. So you can see I'm logged in. I think it's, I don't know what I'm running, Windows 10 or 11. Oh, and I also have a UPS. So my battery backup right down here, in case the power goes out, I have it plugged in to this Windows as well, this Windows PC setup, so I can manage my UPS if I need to set or configure anything on the actual UPS software. All right, what are the downsides? The downsides are dust. I do get dust buildup, but you can get a can of compressed air for computers and blow it off. These fans on this CPU, they detach very easily using these springs right here. See all the radiator fins right here. Once you pull these fans off, you can clean the fan blades, and then all the dust bunnies that have collected on the fins, boom, it comes right off real easy. You can just get a little vacuum or a little brush, and it comes right off. And then once you get that done, you can then get the compressed air can and spray that off as well. That's the biggest downside to this right now, is just dust collection. Same with the GPU. It'll collect dust, but not as bad as the CPU. Another downside you can say is appearance. It just doesn't look like a computer. I like it like that. This is easily accessible for me. When I was doing crypto mining, Ethereum mining, it was just easy to access this stuff instead of digging through a case, pulling the panels off, opening it up, and getting access like working on a car engine. This thing is exposed. I can get around it, get to anything I need, check any problems, and it's just easy for me, and I just got used to it. It's not lazy, it's just I like it kind of beat up, used, easy accessible, function over form is what I'm after, and this works pretty good for me. So for me, the main uses I do use the Windows for, like I said, gaming is better on a Windows PC. Video editing is easier for me on the Windows. OBS runs better on the Windows than it does on the Mac, which crashes. Maybe my MacBook's too old, I don't know. And I just want to use my MacBook for just basic stuff. Browsing, I use the Brave browser on here. What else do I do? Gaming, and that's about it. So it's really more of the gaming, video editing, video recording, and then also for extra storage as well. I back up my stuff from the MacBook, like files and stuff, over to my Windows right here. Put them on these external Samsung. This is a terabyte SSD. I think it's a terabyte. So I got a bunch of these. And down below it, I got my little box full of stuff. I got rid of all my mining stuff. And I decided to keep a couple motherboards. And I kept 2. And I said, let's just make a Windows PC. And I did. And that's why this has come about. Power supply. And again, for movies, you just got to have an old DVD player. You've got to have one. Get your own physical media. You will not be disappointed. So this is pretty much it. You can actually run a motherboard, a whole computer, without having it in a case. The airflow is fine. These fans are pretty beefy on the CPU, keeping it cool. And this is the intake right here. And then the outtake on this side. You can feel that. So airflow is not an issue. The problem I said is the dust collection. It's not terrible. You just got to maintain it like anything. Keep it clean. Heat is not an issue. It's sitting right on this rack on a envelope to protect it from the metal. So if I do bump it, it could possibly short out, but I don't think it would. That's the other problem is it is easily bumped if you have it out in the open like this. But I have no problem with it. I do play games on it. I run the cables just fine. I run the mouse, the keyboard, no issue. Nothing's Bluetooth. It's all cabled in. And just easy to access stuff. So like I said, I like this. It's easily accessible. You can see all the jumper settings. And having done mining with these motherboards, I have bought pretty much all the same motherboards when I was mining, so I got used to them. I understood the pin setouts, all this stuff, different cabling, what I need hooked up for fans and stuff. And this is it. This is all you need. This is really it. I wanted the GPU for gaming. This does not, based on the CPU I have here, it does not have built-in graphics. So I needed a GPU for graphics. And that's why I got that one. And I'm glad I got them before the huge price increases. And of course the memory, I have it loaded up. Let me see if I can brighten this up for you. Got all the memory right here, 4 sticks. So I got this motherboard loaded up as much as possible. So yes, you can run a motherboard without a case. And having done this for years now, I have no problem with it. Everything's just loose. Like I said, this comes off. The power supply is just hanging out right here. It's breathing. Everything's got airflow. Nothing gets overheated. So it can be done. So why did I do it? Mainly just because I was used to doing it this way, running crypto mining rigs. It was just easier to have the motherboards exposed with the PCI splitters off to connect to multiple GPUs. And it's just easier to access the hardware. The downside being the dust. There is no issue with heat. And it's just easy to test stuff, plug and play, and I don't have to rip a case open. A case would be nice and all that stuff, but I just don't see the need for it right now. And I want to run a Windows dedicated machine next to my MacBook and to not have anything like VMware or anything like that. And that is why I did this, a separate system. I could do stuff, Windows related games, video editing, and other Windows specific software at my fingertips right next to my MacBook through a cable. Easily done, just switching the input source to the monitor to access, boom, your Windows device. Alright, so there you have it. There is my little setup, caseless operating system, Windows system that I run for daily use with movies, power supply, GPU for gaming, video editing, and it's out in the open and it runs perfect. Alright, so there you go. I hope this was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.